I've noticed something strange about creators who can seem to press publish. They are not lazy, they're not undisciplined. Most of them are working harder than anyone, and yet something keeps stopping them. Today, I want to show you exactly what that is. There are creators out there who have been about to start for many years. They've taken every course, they've bought the lighting equipment, they've written the outlines, and they still haven't pressed publish. And when I talk to them, they say the same things. I'm not ready. The quality isn't there yet. I need to think about it more. And I used to think that that was a content strategy problem or even a confidence problem. But it's not. It goes much deeper than that because what's happening to them, what's happening to you maybe, is a biological response. And until you understand it, you'll keep calling it something that it isn't. Now, stay with me here because this changes everything. So, let's talk about what's actually happening. There's a part of your brain called the amygdala. It's small, it's about the size of an almond, and its one job, the only thing it's been programmed to do, is to protect you from threat. For hundreds of thousands of years, that threat was a predator, a rival, a situation that could literally kill you. But here's the problem. Your amygdala doesn't know the difference between a lion and a camera. When you sit down to film, when you hover over the publish button, your amygdala fires. Cortisol spikes. Your nervous system goes into threat response. And your brain starts scanning for reasons why this is dangerous. What if people judge you? What if nobody watches? What if you say something stupid? Now, these aren't logic problems, these are survival signals. And this is where most creators get stuck because they think, if I feel this afraid, I must not be ready. The fear must mean something's wrong. But the fear doesn't mean you're not ready. The fear simply means that you are human. So, here is the shift that I want you to make. Most creators believe this. If I feel afraid before I post, I'm not confident enough yet. But here's the rebel belief. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's publishing while the fear is still there. Your brain is going to fire every single time you create something real. Every time you say something honest. Every time you put your face on camera and say, this is what I believe. That's not a flaw in your character. That's your nervous system simply doing its job. So the question isn't, how do I stop feeling afraid? The question is, how do I act anyway? And this is why I keep saying, the creator economy isn't about content, it's about courage. So let me give you something practical. Your brain misidentifies 3 specific things as threats when you create content. And when you can name them, you can take your power back. The first one is visibility. Your amygdala was built for small tribes, 150 people maximum. That was your world for most of human history. Being seen by strangers, by potentially thousands of people, triggers a tribal threat response. Who are you to speak? You don't belong here. That feeling isn't intuition, it's outdated software. The second one is judgment. When you put an opinion online, your brain registers the potential for social rejection. And social rejection to your nervous system feels like death. Because historically it was. Being cast out from the tribe meant you didn't survive. So when you think, what if people disagree with me? Your brain doesn't hear feedback, it hears exile. And the third one is imperfection. Your brain is wired for certainty. Uncertainty is dangerous. So before you post something that isn't perfect, it will generate endless reasons to wait. One more edit, one more take, one more week. This is why creators overthink, not because they're perfectionists, because their brain is trying to eliminate risk before it lets them move forward. And here's what I want you to understand. You cannot logic your way out of this. You cannot think your way past the amygdala. The only way through it is action. Specifically, action before you feel ready. And if this is landing for you, if you're sitting there recognizing this in yourself, I've put together something that goes much deeper than this video can. It's called the Rebel Creator Blueprint. It's a free course consisting of 3 videos and a PDF workbook, a whole system for building a brand without letting your brain talk you out of it. The link is in the description below. You can go grab it later. So now what do you actually do with this? Here's something simple I want you to try. The next time you feel the urge to delay, before you post, before you film, before you publish, pause for 60 seconds and name what's happening. Not just, I'm scared. That's too vague. Name the specific threat your brain thinks it's responding to. Is it visibility? Say it out loud. My amygdala thinks being seen is dangerous. Is it judgment? My amygdala thinks someone disagreeing with me is exile. Is it imperfection? My amygdala is trying to eliminate uncertainty. When you can name it, you break the automatic response. You're not fighting the fear, you're observing it. And the moment you observe it, you have a choice your brain didn't give you before. And that is to publish anyway. That's the rebel move. Now let me tell you something I learned the hard way. I spent a long time thinking I needed to feel confident before I could be consistent, that one day the fear would go away and creating would feel easy. But it doesn't go away. What changes is your relationship to it. The creators who build something real, they're not the ones who aren't afraid. They're the ones who stopped waiting for the fear to leave before they acted. Your brain is going to work against you every single time you try to do something that matters. That's not a bug, that's the design, and knowing that, really knowing it, changes what you do next. If you're creating content online and building a personal brand and you want to stop letting your brain talk you out of it, please subscribe. That's what this channel is for. And if you want the full system for free, the Rebel Creator Blueprint is in the link below. 3 videos and a framework for getting out of your head, all laid out in a very, very nice workbook. So I'll see you in the next video.